So there's this kind of controversial part of the Minecraft community where there's this mod called Litematica, right? And basically what Litematica does is it takes something like this and it can show your creative build on top of it like this. For example, this is my creative copy of the world where I designed this oil rig. Now, I did totally build this oil rig. I put every block in here. I do use world edit and things like that to speed me up, and now Axiom is another mod that makes things like this much faster and easier as well. Don't worry about the backside, it doesn't look quite as good yet, but hopefully I'll get there. But there's certain parts of the community that are just not kind of cool with ice, I guess. And there's a few reasons why. So here are a couple cases for and against using Litematica in survival. And while we talk about this, I'm going to start getting some of my supplies together for my build because I am using it for this build. So clearly I'm a supporter of this mod, but that doesn't mean there aren't flaws with it. But just know that I am somewhat biased because I've already kind of made my decision on whether or not I'm going to use it. So there's no doubt that the mod is incredibly powerful when it comes to building things in Minecraft. And the thing is, I totally forgot I don't have my elytra on. And so with it being so powerful, I can totally understand the argument of those who are saying, hey, not all of us are using it. And so it makes it look like you're a better Minecraft player without you having really done the same work that we have. Because in reality, it's not the same work. Doing something like this oil rig in complete vanilla survival is a totally different workload than it is by using a Litematica. But full survival, I'm not even sure that it would really be possible to pull off what I'm doing with this Litematica build, at least not for me. I'm sure there are some people that could do it. And so I would say this, if you're claiming that you're building something like we're doing here with Litematica in complete survival when you're actually using Litematica, that feels a little unethical to me just because it's misrepresenting what you've done. Now, that doesn't mean there's no skill or art in building something in a creative test world. In fact, I love the creative builders that are out there, and they've pushed along the way we think about building in a lot of very unique and interesting ways. And that brings up my first case for ethically using Litematica in a survival setting, which is that Minecraft is played in so many different ways, and I think about Minecraft almost as an art platform. In fact, I do think of it as an art platform. And so Litematica is truly a tool to be able to use Minecraft in that way. Think about some of your favorite best builders. Oh, well, that's not good. When you're discussing people like Scar or B-Dubs or any of the Hermitcraft players, or there's countless people who use Litematica. You have to take into account that a lot of these people actually use Litematica, and it's not that they're hiding that they're using it. I'm pretty sure there's small references here and there. They just don't make it forefront of the knowledge of what they're doing, right? And I truly think that they're not trying to be, you know, like hiding anything or anything like that. In my eyes, the reason they don't show it on screen too much is because they're trying to be relatable to their audience, right? And it's not super relatable to have these giant schematics on screen placing blocks differently than other people would. And so my case for using Litematica ethically, it's a new way to play Minecraft. It's another tool to tell stories and to do beautiful things in Minecraft. I don't think we should shun away from doing things like that because it will slow down the creativity and the way that we learn to play the game. Now, I know there are purists out there who are totally against Litematica or any mods that change or speed up the process of building in Minecraft, but I guess I'll have to leave that up to you on whether or not you think it's taking it too far. Now, I understand there's another case against Litematica that is pretty serious, which is using some of the easy place functions. Now, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure nobody on Hermitcraft or most survival servers will allow this because it is taking it to the next level of basically cheating. Because what it does is it makes it so that you don't have to actually place the block like you would in survival. You can literally look at the area, kind of wave your hand, hold down the place button, and it places everything from out of the shulker boxes and straight onto the build. Now that's not really survival Minecraft. That's not even creative Minecraft at that point. Now, if you're going to be playing on a server with a bunch of people that play this way, go right ahead, find whatever. Just, I don't think it's fair to compare that to playing with someone in survival at all, because it's just a whole different ball game. It's not the same game at that point. Oh, look, we have soul sand. Let's go fix our thing. If someone wants to use easy place in their own world and stuff, like, go for it. I don't think anybody can tell anybody. It's not cheating at all ever if you're just playing by yourself and you're not claiming anything. The only time it gets into iffy territory is if you're making content claiming that you're doing something that you're in reality not really doing, right? That, or you're playing on a server with someone else and hiding that you're doing stuff like that, because no one wants to feel like they're behind in Minecraft and that just makes you look a lot better than you actually are, or at least a lot faster. And that actually leads me to my next case against Litematica, which is if you're using Litematica to build something that someone else designed in creative and claiming it as your own, that's just straight up plagiarism. Not only is it cheating, it's just kind of like a bad thing to do. It's stealing someone else's work and claiming it as your own, and that to me is not okay. I know a lot of people use it for farms and things like that, so use credit where you can, and as long as you're being upfront and honest about what you're doing, then I don't feel so bad about it. But just remember that art is more important to you when you come up with it yourself. You can color in a coloring book, but that's not your art. That's something that you're filling in, and that's cool. It's a fun experience sometimes, but the fulfillment of art always comes when we get to be creative and do something unique to ourselves. So just keep that in mind. No one ever looks at a coloring book and is like, oh wow, you made a new piece of art here, that's awesome. Instead it's like, oh, that looks fun. You colored in some lines, that's fun. And I think you gotta think about Litematica the same way if you're gonna be using someone else's design. And I would encourage you that if you haven't already, to make your own designs. You know, if you don't feel like you're a good enough builder right now, then go into a creative test world and just practice. Look at some real life pictures of buildings or places you like and build those places in Minecraft, you know? And that leads me to my final case for using Litematica, which is that if Minecraft is an art platform, if it is just us making as cool things as possible, for me, creative is the way that I flow building-wise. I can build like this stuff was all done in survival. So I am capable of doing some things in survival without using creative. But ever since I switched to designing my things in creative first, my work has improved drastically. I stopped making as many mistakes and having to spend so much time fixing them. And so on the highest level of building in Minecraft, Litematica really enables us to do better and cooler things. And so if there's a tool that's going to do that, I'm probably going to use it, to be honest, because that's what I love most about Minecraft is making art. And so if Minecraft is art, which I believe it is, then I think Litematica is an excellent tool for doing that. It's kind of like switching from a pen and paper to an iPad. You know how you can like undo, you can change the layers. There's so many things you can do with Procreate on art. Same thing with Litematica. It just enables the tools to help us do much better, faster art. So that's my thoughts on Litematica, why I think it is and isn't cheating. Let me know in the comments. Do you think Litematica is cheating? Because I'm curious about that. It's kind of a controversial topic among the creative purist Minecrafters. In the meantime, I'm going to continue building up this oil rig iron farm that I designed in creative for my next Forevercraft episode. So if you're interested in watching that, click this video right here.